I'm Mikaru.
I'm Aiko.
And what's the name of your group?
We are StarShine Brigade.
So where did that name come from?
So previously, one of our other members, her name is Manatsu, she and I formed the idol group a couple years ago. And before, our name was Kira Kira Brigade, which means Sparkle Sparkle. We signed to a company, which is called Kira Kira Entertainment, and the name clashed with the company name. So we decided at that point we wanted to go with like a slightly different name, like one that's more English speaker friendly as well. And so we want to sparkle and twinkle like stars, so StarShine. And brigades are powerful. Brigades are powerful. So we want to be, brigadiers. We want to just be powerful idols on stage. So yeah.
So there's only 3 members to the group?
Yes, there are 3 of us, correct.
2 original, and I am the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're the new.
Yes.
Aiko,
Not like new, but new.
Yeah, Aiko joined us in 2019. The group was formed in 2018. And it was
What is it, 2020 that I joined?
Oh my goodness. It was. Wow.
Was it?
No, it was not. It was 2019. It was 2019.
Because we celebrated your 2nd anniversary and I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing an event for a local convention, and we put out a memo on Facebook that we wanted to do a trio. So we needed a person who could read music. Just a person to step in.
And I responded within like 6 minutes.
Yeah,
It was an accident. I saw the ad come across my Facebook and I was like, I can do that.
Yeah, and so she said, I can read music, I know what to do.
I was lying. I'm kidding. It was true.
So then we met, we had a wonderful performance, the 3 of us, and Manatsu and I decided that we didn't want to lose Aiko. So we invited her to join us. She said yes, and now we've been together for 3 years.
Wow.
So yeah.
What does it take to become an idol?
I have no idea.
I feel like we are still on the journey of becoming idols. I think it really has a lot to do with like metamorphosis in a way. We're constantly growing and learning and finding new ways to like be the best versions of what idols are for our audience, for ourselves as musicians, and we're just constantly like becoming better and better.
As someone who has performed before but never like this, it's so much more than just getting up on stage and singing. Like the transformation, the metamorphosis is real. Like to be, going through my day job, my daily life, and then to know like today, I worked today, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go at 2-3 o'clock and put on the everything, the sparkly skirt, the scrunchie, and you feel like a new person. You feel like you can take on the world as this new personality that is all of the best parts of you, and just go on stage and make people smile.
Yeah.
That's the important part, I think.
Yeah.
So what made you want to become an idol?
What made me want to become an idol was the fact that that Facebook ad came across, and I went and we had a great time, and then they were like, do you want to keep coming back? And I was like, now I want to be an idol. They made me want to be an idol.
So for Aiko, it was really about meeting the right people. My personal experience with wanting to be an idol really comes through my love of anime. When I was younger, I watched a show called Full Moon Wasagashite, and it's about a girl who wants to basically sing and dance for an audience of people who love and adore her, and just singing and being passionate about singing and dancing to make other people happy and other people smile. And I think I really resonated with that, wanting to sing and dance and perform for other people. And I think that's where my want to be an idol and my love of being an idol comes from, and still comes from to this day. Yeah.
Are there any K-pop or J-pop stars that you find inspirational?
Are over there?
Oh, so I think I'm the only one in our group who's obsessed with like K-pop and J-pop type of influences. I adore Kyaru Pamyu Pamyu. She sings the pom 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 pom. Yeah.
Okay.
I love her. I'm obsessed with her. I think she's an icon of an idol. She's light, she's beautiful, she's sweet, and she performs, and it's just so much fun and energy. And I love everything she does. So she's one of my influences. And then our group collectively, we love Calafina. And Calafina's done a lot for like anime, just in general. They've sung so many great songs for like Black Butler and Madoka. And we love them. We take a lot of inspiration from them, and we do covers of their music as well. So yeah, those are a lot of the influences that we have. And then K-pop, I just love K-pop. I love BTS, and I love groups like Mamamoo and SHINee and Twice and all the groups. Give me more K-pop. So yeah, we love idols, all idols.
So I don't have the J-pop, K-pop foundation, but I fell in love with Shoko Nakagawa when I saw her do an interview with her idol, Araki, who draws JoJo's.
Right.
He's the author, he's the illustrator. Because she is beautiful, she is insanely talented.
Yeah.
She is a powerhouse on stage, but she is also a massive nerd. She is a complete
Yeah.
weeb, and I want to be that because in my outside life, I am just a gross nerd. And if she can get on stage and be a complete goddess, then so can I.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love her.
She is pretty great.
So how long have you actually been singing?
Oh gosh.
Grade.
It's been a while. I started,
When was I in fifth grade?
I don't know. I was in choir, church choir, when I was younger. I think I started singing about 5 years old. So it's been 2 decades since I've been singing now. I joined my school choir, and I've been in choir in school, middle school, high school, and some college. So I've been singing for a really long time now.
So I would say, like a rough estimate, 5th grade. So I don't know, I guess also 2-ish decades less than that, but
2-ish minus some.
yeah, give or take several years. But I've always liked music. I just never thought it would get me to this. I never
Right.
thought I'd put on the silver skirt.
The makeup, the wigs,
Right.
the silver skirt. Choir couldn't have prepared me for
No,
this.
choir does not prepare you for this.
So speaking of preparations, how do you prepare for a show to get on stage in front of who
So-
knows how many?
Right?
and
Mikaru
perform?
does all my makeup,
I do.
except I did my own lips. And my contour. I did a really good job this time.
Okay, yeah.
You're supposed to tell me I did a good job.
You did a great
Thank
job.
you.
So as far as preparation goes, what we like to do is just have a roster of songs that we can kind of pull out of the bag at any time to perform. So we practice every week, and then if one of us comes across a song or a performance that we really like, what we do is we pitch it to the other members, and we decide if it's something that we're interested in.
I have one, by the way.
Oh, cool.
We'll have to talk about it.
Yeah. And then we kind of go from there as far as actually preparing music and a performance to put on stage. We really practice every week, so we kind of try to make sure that we're ready at any given moment. If a performance pops in our laps, like this one did. So we try to be prepared musically and try to make sure that we have something to perform at all times. And then, gosh, I guess the mindset, we kind of have to tell ourselves, like, yeah, there's a lot of people out there, but like, we're doing this to, I don't know, maybe someone will recognize one of the songs that we're singing, and even if it's a niche song, like maybe they'll, be like, oh my gosh, I haven't heard this in forever. And
I
they'll
never
go,
thought I'd hear this on stage.
right, oh my gosh, these people are performing this song. Wow, that's great. And so we prepare ourselves for like, oh, maybe someone will recognize it. It'll be nice, and this will be the thing that makes their night, maybe. So yeah, it's a lot of like different layers.
I remember one time, I want to say it was Manatsu, because it was like the first or second time I was performing with you guys, and I wasn't like quite there with the words or the dance or something. And Manatsu was just like, if you mess up, you just go for it.
True.
If you really, really mess up, just make it cute and get back into it. But like, no one is gonna question you if you sing the same verse twice.
Right.
Just
And
like,
don't
take
show
it,
it on your
handle it.
face.
Don't
show it on your face.
Don't show it on your
Smile. Just have a great time, and no one's gonna call you on your bluff.
ever.
Besides the other two members.
Yeah, Mikaru always calls me on my bluff. You did earlier.
It's my job.
So do you sing only covers, or do you have original material that you sing as well?
Ooh, original material. So that is something we're actually working on. We are covers only at the moment.
Original material is a lot.
Yeah,
A lot goes into it.
yeah. So we are in the process of trying to find like instrumentals and like mixing and just a lot of the production bits that we're trying to work out before we start releasing our like our own music. But it's definitely something in our future.
So are you going to stop the members at only 3, or do you think you'll have more?
So that's kind of like up to the cosmos.
So I feel like I happened to you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if it happens again, it does. But
Right. We're not like closed off and saying no more, absolutely. But it's like one of those things where when we feel like there's a person and they're just, we can't part with them, or we just love them so much, we want them to stay around forever. I feel like at that point our group will grow, and it'll just have to be like the right moment, the right fit, the right
it's
time.
like dating.
Yeah. Yeah, like soulmates or like your person kind of thing. Like with Aiko, we just knew.
So with idols, dancing is a big part of the performance. Do you have a choreographer, or do you all help each other come up with moves?
So Manatsu, our third member who's currently not here, is our choreographer. They are super talented. They're a great dancer. They usually handle all of our dancing for like songs that don't have their own choreography. So yeah, they do it. all on them.
And how difficult is it to work with someone who knows how to dance and comes with their own choreography, and then you trying to follow that person that you feel is a pro and trying to keep up
That
with
is
them?
a question for me, because I feel like Mikaru holds her own most of the time, and I am the one who is like, can we do that 5 more times at half speed and someone narrate it to me while I'm doing it, and then stop me if I'm wrong, and we'll go back again. I am the 2 left feet, like starting on the wrong side every time because I'm left-handed. That's me. I don't know, it's about muscle memory. Like the more you do, and the problem is the more you do it right, you figure it out. The more you do it wrong, you're just like erasing your own work. So it's just repetition, and they are super duper patient with me.
Yeah. Patience. We do a lot of repetition. But yeah, like I said, Manatsu, the one who does our choreography, they're on a whole nother level. We're like down here and they're way up here. So yeah, watching them dance, it's kind of like, oh man, I gotta try to do that. Yikes.
So how do you keep yourself mentally prepared for going on stage and performing? Because that's a lot of pressure.
We don't.
Fake it till you make it.
Mhm.
I looked at Mikaru like 30 seconds before we went on stage, and I was like, oh, I'm nervous now. Like there was nothing until it was like right there, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, well, it's too late, so we went on stage.
Too late. Can't do anything about it.
No.
Yeah, I don't really think we're ever mentally prepared. Like, we exist in a state of, what are we doing? And we're about to go on stage. Like, and we're kind of just like, when we're on stage, everything becomes like a white. We can't really see the audience, and I feel like it puts us in a trance of some kind, where we're like able to kind of do it, but like autopilot.
You're making it sound weird.
I don't think so.
I feel great when I am on stage with you two because I feel like I have my friends with me and I can do anything. My friends are my power, 100%. And like, I could fall over on stage and they are going to pick me up and make it look incredible.
She makes it sound really nice. I put blinders on. Like, I put blinders on and I'm like, I gotta get through this. But I'm still having fun.
Are my blinders.
So none of that picture everyone naked kind of thing? You just zone out?
I think that would make it way worse.
I think for this, it's like, well, a lot of the times when we do events, people come to see us. Like, they're coming to a StarShine event or a Sweet Stay event.
Right.
For things like this, it's like, we're at a convention. Everyone here is nerds. They know we're just more nerds.
We're also
just were the ones who put the wigs on and sang.
Yeah. So, like, slightly more nerd. Like, a little bit more. But, like, yeah, I don't think I could picture anybody naked. I think that would cause me more anxiety.
Yeah, please don't come to my show naked. I don't want that.
So on stage, do you know how you want to perform? Before you get on stage, when you do your prep, do you know what song you're going to prep the week before? Or do you do it a month ahead?
Months.
Except
for this. So usually we try to have a set list prepared depending on the event that we're going to. One time we went to a convention called Name Your Game Expo, and it was a video game convention.
I wasn't there.
So we sang a medley of video game songs. And we knew about that almost a year in advance, I think. For this, we had songs that we had prepped and we were ready to perform for 3 people. But our third member got sick and was unable to come with us. So I think this week we had
it was like 2 weeks. It was like a week and a half.
Yeah, we had about a week and a half time to prepare for this event specifically.
But we still both pulled out something that we already did.
Right.
And then we just threw the last one on there.
Right.
In English.
So normally under cooperative circumstances, we have months in advance. Yeah.
Which is important because learning songs in Japanese or in a language that you don't speak in general is way harder than learning songs in English.
Yes.
When you know the words and you can form like that extra connection of memory of like, this is a sentence. When you learn something in a language you don't speak, these are just sounds.
Yes.
And that's a lot harder to memorize.
Yeah.
So we need to learn Japanese.
Agreed.
Oh,
I agree.
was a joke.
I agree.
Oh, okay.
So what was your best moment on stage? Your favorite moment? That
Just
you had?
now or in history?
Like since you started.
So my favorite song to perform is Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid fan here. And I think my favorite moment was when I was at the video game convention. The music starts and I see a guy in the back, not even in the audience, because there was 2 rooms. There was the video game lounge and then there was the audience for the performance. And I see a guy stand up from behind, like way back in the room and go, "Is that Metal Gear Solid?" And I was like, "Yeah, that is." And I was like, he gets it. He knows where I'm coming from. And I was like, this song is for that dude.
I just realized something. That like Natsu was really, really supposed to be here for, because this was my first solo.
Oh, it was.
StarShine.
Yeah. This was Aiko's first solo debut.
Yeah. And that's it. Like this is my first and it went way better than I ever imagined that it would.
You did a great job.
And then I looked out like over the crowd. I looked out over the crowd and a guy had like put his flashlight up and was doing that, and I was like, yes, that's it. That's all I need to carry me. And then there were like 4 of them.
So how often, as a group, how often do you do solo shows?
Ooh, I
For
don't.
me once.
Right. Usually every show, depending on, once again, like what the show, like what kind of convention or event that we're at. I know that Manatsu, our other member, they do like art shows where they solo, and then like sometimes we'll have like one-off performances, like where I would perform by myself, or like we kind of break up and sometimes and do our own things. But usually at every convention that we go to, we have like one of our members will like do a solo set, and we kind of like to sing a song, like have our own stage space. So
I don't like that. I don't like to be alone on stage.
that's 2/3 of us do like that, and 1/3 of us don't like that.
No, not a fan.
So the group majority wins, and she's forced to do a solo.
You guys didn't force me. I chose. I thought it was time.
So the number of the crowd, does it ever get to you? Does it ever disrupt you? Like if it's too big or too small?
I think smaller crowds are worse.
Yes.
Because it's like 5 people staring at you.
Yep.
Like I tried to do like a mock-up performance at home for my family, and I chickened out of performing in front of my own family.
Yeah.
Like it could be, the more people there are, they become like smaller in comparison. Like it's like performing for 2 elephants versus 10,000 ants.
Right.
Minus the fact that I would never perform in front of 10,000 people. Somewhere in there was the line. But
yeah,
the
maybe
point
200.
being, like, even if there's 5 people and they all hate it, there's nowhere else to turn. But when you're in front of 100 people, somebody is liking it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you look at them.
That's your person. You connect with that person.
That's the guy.
Yeah, I feel like
the snake eater guy.
The snake eater guy. I feel like I agree with Aiko. The smaller the number of people, the worse. I have a hard time like concentrating, but the more people there are, they kind of become like a mass, like a blob, like a solid thing.
Plankton.
Yeah, like plankton. And I can it's better that way because I'm like, oh, somebody out there is going to enjoy what I'm doing.
I am a baleen whale.
So for people who are recently discovering you, where can they find any of your music or any of your performances?
Ooh, that's a great question. We are on Instagram as StarShine Brigade, and Facebook as StarShine Brigade. We currently only have one music video out.
Is it posted anywhere?
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did a cover of.
Refine it, I guess.
We did a cover of a California song called Heavenly Blue, and it's out. We performed it on a virtual music festival.
Music Matsuri Beach.
Yeah, Music Mastery 5. And that was our first time producing a music video. It was tons of fun.
I mean, the video...
It was fun. It was fun.
It was stressful.
It was stressful, but this is one of the things.
It was fun.
But yeah, we have currently one video out.
We need to make more. That was
We need to make more.
My New Year's resolution for StarShine Brigade is to get like a bunch of videos onto, I guess not necessarily YouTube, but I want us to make more music videos.
Yeah. We are in the process of making a YouTube channel where we'll be posting any of the content that we come out with. So that'll be new and exciting. That's our new thing for 2022 is we're trying to get more content out there. But yeah, we're on all the socials. We're on all the social media at StarShine.
We're not on Twitter.
We're not on Twitter.
I'm allergic to birds. I am.
Okay.